Hi, week two of coronavirus. And this weekend, it was a lovely weekend with sun, being outside in the yard. It was very hard to imagine that a worldwide crisis was happening at the same time. And I can only imagine that many of you might feel the same when you're just in your own environment and the sun's out and you're doing the things you like. That it seems hard to imagine that the whole world is changing at the same time. And I kind of reflected on the past week, and a couple of things showed up for me. And I was wondering, I wanted to share those with you. And also for me, the question came up like, how can we kind of keep or connect to what's happening now and the things that are show up, and how can we kind of stay connected to them and hold on to them when things are starting to go back to more normal. I think we're not going back to how it was because the impact of this crisis is so huge that change needs to happen or is happening at this moment actually. But the four things actually that I noticed this week that make me kind of hopeful as well is that one, there's a big sense of community, and in times of uncertainty and fear and change, what people want and what people are looking for is community, is to feel part of a group, to be able to share, and that becomes more present in times like this. Normally, we just go to work and we do our sports activities, and it's kind of integrated into our lives without paying too much attention to it. But now, when people have to stay home and are not allowed to gather and come together with other people, the thing people want is come together and share, and that's what you see happening on the internet all over. People are starting Zoom meetings, continue their practices by coming together in a digital way. And I think for me that really signifies that as a human species we thrive and we are well with connecting to other people and being able to bring support or get support when we need it. So I thought that's a beautiful thing actually, and it's something to cherish when times are getting less tough, hopefully soon. The other thing that I noticed is art, the importance of art, and in the last week I haven't seen as many. There were so many people sharing their music, their drawings, the things they made. There's so much creativity going on right now, and I wonder where it is when life is normal. So how can we stay connected to that part in us that is creative and wants to express itself even in times when it's busy and stressful, and probably even now because of those times we go back to those things that are allowing us to express ourselves. And then the other thing I noticed on internet coming by like massively is photos of nature. People being out in nature or sharing photos of previous holidays because it gives them comfort and it brings them back to a sense of stability or ease or trust or comfort. So apparently nature is really important to us, and we should stay connected to it even if we're living our normal lives. So how are we able to care for that part in us that is connected to nature? We are nature actually, and how can we feed that part within us and take care of it, not only within ourselves but also for nature itself, and make the decisions that will benefit that part that we that allow us to live. And then one other thing that really struck me last week was that all of a sudden it's okay to share emotions. I was watching Dutch national television, and like, yeah, well-known people being there into, having a conversation and saying that they're scared and that they're uncertain about the future and not really able or finding a good way to deal with that, insecurity and that fear that they feel inside of them. And those are grown-up men in their 60s or 70s, having a whole television life behind them, and all of a sudden they're able to share that they're, fearful. And I think that's a beautiful thing as well, that we're able to express how we're doing and the impact this uncertainty this situation has on us. And yeah, so I'm kind of wondering, like, how can we keep this when things go back to normal? How can we redefine success? Because all of a sudden, the advertising world is not doing that well. People are not interested that much in that big car or that gadget or looking good and shiny on social media and stuff. People just want to create their art, share their emotions, come together and get support and give support. And I'm no economic, and I only can imagine what the impact of this crisis is going to be on society. But I hope that we can change that impact or use that impact to create a better world, to create a place where we can live together in a more happy and relaxed way, where success is redefined and we only take what we need instead of try to get as much as possible, because that would be success. And I hope that is going to be awakened in us a little bit more because of the experience we have now, where we notice what is really important to us, and that we just need as much as we need to make a living. And many people are now experiencing how hard that is, to struggle for that. So how can we create a society where we share a little bit more of the resources, so everyone can feel certain about at least having the minimal income to get some food, to have shelter, and share some joy and happiness in life. That was my thoughts about the past week, and I hope you kind of have the same thoughts, and I would really love to hear what you think is necessary to stay connected to what we discovered or rediscovered within ourselves the last week and a half. And I really looking forward to hear your sense on how to take this within us and be able to use this as a change for society. So leave it behind this post of this video, and let's get a discussion started on how to maintain at least the 4 things that I mentioned, but maybe you saw other things happening as well. So I'm really looking forward to share that with you. All right. I wish you a very good sunny Monday, and also a lot of centeredness and groundedness for the coming week. I will be there again every afternoon at 5 for people that need to get a little bit a sense of being centered again, and a moment to breathe. And connect and share with other people. So hopefully see you somewhere this week at 5. That's European time, like Amsterdam time. And you're welcome to join from wherever you are in the world. All right, take care.